I'm Stuart Campbell with Perennial Harvest, and we've created a mobile app called Farm and Garden.
One of the things that I've seen throughout my service is that just people think that there are all these huge barriers to learning what native plants are available, where to find them, how much they need to be watered, where to space them, how much space you need for a garden based on how much you want to produce. And so to have something like this where people can easily tap into it, they can get all this information and they can be connected to it, is really something that I think is invaluable, not only to teachers but to anyone interested in starting a school garden or just gardening in general, to really get them connected to the food and the land. It just makes it so much easier if they sort of break down that barrier of that huge depth of knowledge that people perceive as necessary in order to think about starting a garden.
Almost all I could think about all the time, local food and eating and farming and getting my hands in the dirt and being excited about that.
In our work, we've experienced that lack of information with respect to food access, food cultivation, is an extreme impediment into engaging in the farming community and growing your own. There's a perception that it's too hard, too expensive, and with our app, we hope to dispel that. Perennial Harvest was inspired to create a mobile app because there are many problems prohibiting people from creating and accessing good food. One of those is perceived cost. Another is perceived time involved in creating a sustainable landscape involving, say, veggies or native perennial foods. So we're solving that problem by creating a free catalog of plants that will show for your region what does well, what pairs well with others, and how to grow it. And on top of that, a mobile design application using that same catalog that allows even a school teacher with very limited knowledge to create with that database a design for their site by taking a picture, overlaying the images, and saving it right there.
I absolutely think that trying to connect things to the potential of a space and really showing someone what's possible at that instantaneous, just really consultation, but in a second, where you're just taking a snapshot, you can see multiple different options, you're able to really start to vision what that space could be and really sort of see that potential of it. I think that's so persuasive to people, and it's really hard when you're not familiar with it to start to imagine things that way. So to have something right in front of you where that's really quick and easy, and to just, I know that I want to maybe do something in this space, and what could I do with that, is so invaluable to trying to create more gardens and to really, again, connect people to the land and really get them seeing this as not something that has 17 hurdles to overcome before they can get to where they want to be.
This app, both the free plant catalog as well as the design feature, are for anyone who has a backyard, anyone who works or lives by a school. This is someone who is interested in community resilience, is interested in good food, is interested in helping feed the poor. There's a myriad of benefits from this that could be used by anyone too. Do you care about wildlife? Do you want a native plant garden? You could use this. Do you care about sustainable agriculture? Do you have a school nearby? They could use this and you can help them access this. A whole lot of people can be benefited from this, and it would really help if it were free. So this is an example of a simple raised bed, 4 by 8 feet, done by the homeowner here, that many homeowners can do quite easily. And this implements a lot of the practices that will be featured in the app as far as soil building, utilizing compost, different levels of compost and how they will decay, anticipating that, as well as pairing plants together that do well. Just like in the app, when you click on a certain plant, it'll say what does well with what. So we've got tomatoes with basil, they're very complementary. Things like that that'll be good for your garden. So what we're doing with the Farm and Garden app is taking the abundance of information that is really out there that can make it seem daunting and customizing it for your region and for the plant that you're selecting. So you click Midwest, you click a tomato, it'll say what to pair with, what type of planting you should do, when to plant. So it's taking what can sometimes seem overwhelming and really customizing it for your needs based on what you want. With your contribution of at least $10, not only do you get the the mobile design app, but you are enabling a handful of others access to the free catalog, the people who would potentially need it the most, to be able to just click on this information and really figure out what's going to be good for them, and how to really get into sustainable gardening and agriculture and doing something good for themselves and the community. I'd like to thank everyone who contributed to this idea and helped make this campaign possible. And most importantly, I'd like to thank you for watching it, liking, and sharing it.